There we are. We are live. Yay!
Hello, everybody. How are you? How is everybody? All good. We are now live, as you see. And I just realised I do need a haircut.
So do I, definitely. I rang my hairdresser today and he is off. So I'm going to go somewhere else. The lady did kindly offer me someone else for me to get my hair cut. But I rather get it cut by the person that I normally get it cut by.
I don't want to cut by somebody else. I want to cut by that person.
Yes. And all women have regular hairdressers.
I know.
Yeah.
As a bloke, I just go anybody.
Yeah, you'll go to anyone, but I like to go to a regular hairdresser. He's on annual leave. So I believe I may go somewhere else. It's just that I would have gone to that hairdresser, but that hair to somebody else within the salon. But the salon's quite far, and the only reason why I go to that salon is because my regular hairdresser is there. However, because he's off, I just thought, well, I might as well go somewhere that's closer to home rather than traveling that distance. If somebody else is going to cut my hair anyway, I might as well get it cut locally, or more locally, should I say.
This is true. Now we're going to moving on from hair, which I keep playing with, to the white elephant in the room. What do we see here? Would you like to explain the choice of ears?
Well, it was my birthday last week. Thank you. Which is why we didn't do. I thought we might be able to do the Friday live. It wasn't my birthday on Friday, by the way, but it was close to that date. But we were actually away, and I thought we could do the live maybe while we were away, but it transpired that we couldn't. So because we didn't get back, I think until 8. And normally 8 o'clock we normally finish our live normally, and we just thought people will be out Friday night 8 o'clock. It's Friday night, so yeah, just imagine people to be out, although we were getting back.
Yeah, so that was it. So we did do a little jaunt. We did go away. And yeah, we were wondering basically whether or not we'd be back in time to do the live, or we'd be still traveling. And it transpires we were still traveling.
Yeah.
So that was why we weren't too sure whether or not we were able to do the live. But where did we go?
We went to Brighton.
We did. We went to Brighton for a few days, and a lovely few days it was. It was really well, I say sunny for November.
Yeah.
So it was really nice and mild. It was really lovely, and just to sit on the pier. So we got on Kelly's birthday. Madam had a little massage, didn't you?
Yes. What would you? He's trying to make out that it was just me, like it was a treat for just me. But we did a couples massage.
We did a couples massage, which was really good. We really recommend doing a couples massage.
Yeah. If you're in a couple, that is.
Yeah, of course.
If you're not in a couple, we still recommend you do a massage.
But yeah, it'd be a bit weird if you're just sitting there and there's no one next to you. Wouldn't be much for the other masseur to do.
You mean if you were single and you booked a couples massage?
Yeah. The other masseur will be just sitting there going like this while you get your massage.
Yeah.
But yes, we did the couples massage, which is really nice. Now, cake. I want to talk about cake. So this was a bit of a weird one. If anybody has actually seen the Great British Bake Off, not the Great British.
Hang on. He's jumped right into it because he's excited.
Oh.
First of all, you haven't even established what my favourite cake is. That's the first thing.
Well, we know this because you mentioned it before. Kelly's favourite cake is Black Forest Gatto. Now, there's all different types of variations of Black Forest Gatto depending where you get the cake from.
Right, but we tried to Google a place that does Black Forest Gatto.
Yes.
Because I said I would like a cake on my birthday.
Yes.
So we were trying to look for places that did Black Forest Gatto.
Yes.
And that had and patisseries that had good reviews. So we went onto Google, and then what do we find?
Well, so I was looking on Google, and so going back to the British Bake Off part. If anybody watches not Great British Bake Off, but I wanted to say spin-off, but it's not really a spin-off. It's the Great British Bake Off Professional. So it's go on.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to
say, it used to be called the Creme de la Creme when it was on BBC One. So if you know it as Creme de la Creme, that's what we're talking about, which is now renamed to Great British Bake Off.
Well, no, Bake Off the Professionals.
The Professionals, yeah.
So Bake Off the Professionals. Now in there, I forget which year it was, but I think it may have been last year. One of the finalists that was in there, a guy called Julian Plumart, who actually owns a stall by the same name, Julian Plumart. And when I was Googling through, I thought, I recognise this guy. Where's it from? And of course, it was from the Bake Off the professionals. So, cut a long story short, I phoned them up and said, could they make a Black Forest Gatto cake? They said they don't actually stock it, but they can make it. So I ordered it in, especially for Kelly's birthday. So I went up, picked that one up. You had your Black Forest Gatto cake all made there. So that was the next bit we did. Then what did we do? Oh, yeah, then Kelly wanted fish and chips by the pier. So those of you not from the UK, that's a very British tradition to have fish and chips if you're in Brighton on the pier. So the pier is the big, almost like a big jetty that goes out to sea.
Yeah.
For those, not familiar with UK customs. We had it on there. And again, we were very, very lucky. So we went there. We went on the pier. There wasn't anything open really. I think it's a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
So I think when we've been in the summer, everything's open. Every single, there's tiny little shops on the pier. So, and they mainly sell things like either souvenirs or food. And by food, I mean obviously British snacks, so things like fish and chips, little round donuts, those type of things, sort of rock,
candy floss, cotton candy, as some people might call it.
All of those down there. So, but all of these little stores are open. Anyway, we went right to the end of the pier, and there was a restaurant on there. And the restaurant was selling fish and chips as one of their meals. So we had the fish and chips on there. What was it called again? I forgot the name of the restaurant. Palms. That's it. So there. So what was really nice, we went in there. Again, it was a weekday, so it wasn't busy. Spoke to the guy. We said, he tried to put us in a little booth. And we said, oh, can we have one looking out to sea? Went, yeah, okay. Actually, I could just sit there. So we did. We had a really nice sea view. Now, I was a little bit disappointed because the fish and chips isn't the best I've ever had, nor you. But it was lovely to have fish and chips on the pier. I think I would try something else. Now, if anybody is venturing to Brighton, the concierge at the hotel that we stayed at actually recommended a fish and chip shop called English's. No, I haven't Googled them or checked. Is it English or English's fish and chips? So that's his personal recommendation. We didn't try it, so we will go back to Brighton. We will sample English's purely on that recommendation. But that was his personal favorite, and he'd lived in Brighton for many years, so that was his recommendation.
I would just like to say it's actually a restaurant. So normally when you go to a fish and chips, it's normally takeaway. But you do, because it's in Brighton, you actually get fish and chip. But fish and chip restaurants are becoming popular, or were popular like a few years ago. And so, you get your fish and chips and you sit down in the restaurant and you enjoy them. But prior to that, they were always, takeaway for you to have at home. Now, the thing about what I want to talk about in the Palms restaurant on the pier, a few years ago, we went to the Palms, but we didn't eat inside. They've got a little takeaway bit as well. So they've got a normal restaurant and they got a takeaway. And we just went up, got the takeaway and sat outside because it was warm that day. So we just had the takeaway bit and sat. They've got an outdoor bit where you can just sit down. And so we just sat outside and we had fish and chips there. Now I'm a bit weird because a lot of people like to have their fish and chips. And
Gloria, hello.
Hey, how are you? It's been a while.
Have you been? Oh, lovely to see you back.
Oh, glad you could join us. And so we're just talking about fish and chips because it was my birthday last week.
Hence the hat, or the ears, I should say.
So basically, so we went into the restaurant on the pier in Brighton to have fish and chips. Now I'm a bit weird, and I don't really like fresh chips. Like they've just been cooked.
Hi Georgina.
Hey Georgina, how are you? So yeah, I'm not a lover of. So sometimes I like that they've been sitting there a bit and then have those chips. But the problem was they were fresh chips. Now, the batter that they used was I quite liked it. You had a different thought for your fish, didn't you?
Yeah, so it was okay. Gloria asked, "Oh my goodness, happy belated birthday!" She says, "What date was it?"
It was on Thursday, so 18th.
18th. So Kelly's had her birthday. She's wearing her birthday celebration because this is the first live we've done since Kelly's birthday. So, and we were just saying we spent the weekend in Brighton. That's why we didn't do the live on Friday. Well, I said the weekend, actually, mainly all week we were there in Brighton last week. So a little celebration. We couldn't get away, unfortunately, but that's as close, as near as damn it as we've been able to go.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I feel like I feel like a lot of staycations at the moment are like really expensive.
Yeah.
And I felt that the one that we did in Brighton was probably out of, we've done 3 staycations this year.
Yeah.
So we did Bath, we did London, and we did Brighton. And by far, I think Brighton was the most reasonable
Yes.
that we got. And the room that we had was really nice, but the view, if that had been in the summer, it would have been probably double the price.
Yeah, it would have been expensive.
Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, sorry. So Gloria said it was her sister's birthday on the 12th of November. So happy birthday to your
Oh,
sister.
a fellow Scorpio. I
And
like that.
Georgina just wished you a happy birthday.
Thank you, Georgina. I haven't got my glasses
Yeah,
on.
that's
at the moment. My glasses are to the side.
I translate because I know Kelly can't read the text. So there we are.
I really enjoyed Brighton. The weather was so mild, and that's surprising for November, because normally it's either raining or really cold. So you normally have one of the two, obviously being a winter baby. What I really liked was, we could have brought fish and chips from another place and brought it onto the pier. However, when you're sitting in one position, that wind from the sea would have been really cold.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't possible to just, it was all right for walking and going up and down the pier and stuff like that, but to actually sit down in one place to try and eat fish and chips, it would have been too cold. So the only other thing was to actually have it in the restaurant, and you can't bring food from another restaurant to eat in that restaurant, if that makes sense. So we ordered fish and chips from that restaurant. It was all right. It was something that I wanted to do on my birthday, so we did our massage. We did fish and chips in the restaurant, and I had Black Forest Gatto. And then the only thing that I didn't get on my birthday, which is something that I wanted, was candy floss, or cotton candy, as some places call it. They did sell it, but it wasn't fresh, so I don't know when they made it. So I was a bit hesitant of whether I want to see it being made, and either I'm having it on a stick or it's just been freshly put in a bag.
So Gloria said, the only thing I know about Brighton is the fighting that happened there between the Mods and the Rockers in the 60s. Do you know what? You know quite a bit, actually. So yeah, if anybody's ever seen the film Quadrophenia, that's exactly what it's about, the fighting between the two. Sting is actually in Quadrophenia.
Quite a few famous people in that,
so Gloria said, now I'm craving fish and chips. Do you know what? Actual fact, there was several good places actually to have fish and chips. We only had it at one place, and because Kelly wanted to have it on the pier on her birthday. Weren't the best, unfortunately, but I think what tends to happen is, I was saying that I think they sacrifice the quality for the location, so you are right out on the pier. The second pier that used to be in Brighton actually burnt down in 2003, and it's funny, you can just see the charred outskirts of it, but
skeleton of it.
Yeah, skeleton of it. But we had a really, really good time there. I think really enjoyed being out in Brighton as well, by the sea. It's the first time we've been by the sea in a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were just saying earlier as well, I spoke to the hotel concierge. Sorry, I didn't speak to him. I was listening to a conversation, because people are asking, look, he said he'd been living there for years, and he said the best place in Brighton to have fish and chips is a place called English's. That was his recommendation. So we are going to go back there and try English's. Georgina said, did you go shopping in the lanes?
I went through the lanes. I don't know if you actually bought anything in the lanes.
Actual fact, there's quite a few. Gloria, you'd like this. There's a lot of bubble tea places that have opened up in the lane. So Kelly and I went for bubble tea. And the one place that we went for bubble tea had all these weird flavors, didn't they?
Yeah. There was something like cheesecake flavor.
I had banoffee pie.
Yeah, banoffee pie. What one did I have? Because I had a special one as well.
Oh God, yeah, you had. I forgot what one you had. But all the bubbles, it's really sort of unique, odd flavors I'd never seen before in bubble tea. Hi Beth, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Did I go for the pina colada one?
Yes, you went for the pina colada. Yes,
right.
You did.
So I went for the pina colada
with
bubble
lychee
tea.
bubbles.
With lychee bubbles, and I think blueberry bubbles, was it?
No, tapioca as well. I think
no, you had tapioca.
I had tapioca.
You had tapioca. I'm not fond of tapioca, so I wouldn't have had the tapioca.
Gloria said Mark has come so far since his first bubble tea. I have graduated, Gloria. I have gone up the ranks, and I've definitely graduated the bubble
I'm
tea.
telling you, he prefers the bubble tea, don't you?
Oh, I love bubble tea.
Yeah.
I've really got into it. So you guys actually saw me have my very first bubble tea a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And I've been having them loads ever
Yeah,
since.
he really, really enjoys them. I like them. I like them every now and again. But I don't like to have them. But you would have them all the time.
Oh, I
think.
would actually.
Yeah,
I really did enjoy the bubble tea.
Yeah.
And like I said, this place in Brighton did loads of unique flavors. So cheesecake, like I say, banoffee pie. They would do. I think they did apple pie.
They did Oreo one.
Oreo cookie. So they had loads of different flavors, and also different bubbles. And I love the tapioca because I had tapioca in mine. That was delicious.
Yeah.
But I've now noticed a lot of places do sweets in them. So like little gummies.
Really?
Yeah, they do little gummies and little jellies in them. I've never seen that before. I've
not seen that. Yeah.
But that's a new one I've seen. So quite a few places have started doing that.
Yeah. We walked through the lanes. And you say you bought something. I bought something in the new, because they've got the old part of the lanes and then they've got the newer part of the lanes. And there's no Whittards local to us, so you have to be in central London. And when I was in central London, I really like the English breakfast tea, and Whittards do a really nice one. Now I've tried quite a few English breakfast teas, and anything like PG Tips or anything like that, which is like PG Tips, if anybody doesn't know, is like the more commercial type of tea bags that you can get. But the more commercial ones, for some reason, they don't agree with me. Quite a few toxins in there that doesn't agree with me, so I'm not able to drink them. I used to be able to when I was younger, but obviously as you get older, sometimes your body rejects certain things. And yeah, it just turns out I can't drink PG Tips anymore. That's the family brand that my family choose.
So Gloria has asked, do the shops there do seasonal bubble teas like holiday special or Christmas drinks?
They didn't have any Christmas ones when we were there.
No, now remember, we've just come back there, so it was actually November. Now a lot of places have started their seasonal drinks now. Funny you should say that, but Kelly and I did a little collab with Samuel.
Oh yes,
Samuel, we met in London. We did a collab, and we went to Crosstown Donuts to get some donuts, and they were saying, yeah, our seasonal range is just coming in. So I've not noticed that yet, Gloria, but I'm pretty certain there'll be some more bubble teas coming through. And Georgina asked, glad you had a good time, Kelly. Hope you were spoiled with lots of good cake too.
I was.
Oh, and Georgina said M&S Gold tea all the way. So tell Georgina about the cake. I got you.
Okay, so we were googling. I like Black Forest Gatto, and we were googling places that did Black Forest Gatto. And although there wasn't one, so we found Julian Plumard, but he didn't have a website, so we couldn't see. So Mark called them up and said, basically, he's looking for a birthday cake for his girlfriend. And she likes Black Forest Gatto. Do you do Black Forest Gatto? And they said, no, we don't, but we can make one. So Mark said, yeah, cool. And how big do you want the cake? Well, Mark and I aren't going to eat that much cake, but we couldn't say, yeah, cake for 2. So they said, oh, cake for 6. And so Mark was like, yeah, because I thought, you know what,
I'll do it.
I can bring it home and I can just slice it up and whatnot. There's some in the freezer now. But so we got that, and then I had Black Forest Gatto on my birthday. Now, it tasted all right. It was nice. However, it wasn't a traditional Black Forest Gatto, but they did a beautiful job. So they piped cream all over, and then there was macarons all on the side. It was glazed in chocolate. The cake was chocolate. The filling was chocolate. It was nice. But a traditional Black Forest Gatto is you have your the cake is chocolate, as you know, and then there's cream in the middle, and there's normally a black cherry jam, right? So you have your cream in the middle and black cherry jam, and then you have piped normal cream on the top with kirsch cherries on it. Sometimes with kirsch, sometimes without kirsch. Just depends on how they make the gatto. Now, when I cut into the gatto, it was chocolate cream in the middle, and there was no cherry jam, which was a real shame. So it wasn't a proper Black Forest gatto.
As Gloria said, oh, Kelly with the impeccable Macron pronunciation.
So yeah, so but it was a nice cake. It just wasn't a Black Forest gatto, which is kind of what I wanted.
So Gloria said, beyond envious, anticipating day we can meet in real life. Oh, we would love to do that, you know.
Yes, definitely.
So we like I said, we had a really good time with Samuel. I hope he hasn't been on since.
Yeah,
so I hope he
had a good time.
But we really did. So we went to a lot of food places in London. But yeah, we would always be happy to meet any of you guys up as well.
Yeah.
That come on here regularly. We can happy to do a collab as well.
Yeah.
Don't have to be filmed.
You don't have to be filmed. Let me stipulate that. So if it's ever, oh, I'm coming down to London, you know, let's meet up or whatever, you don't have to be filmed. I will film what you have maybe. So if we're out for dinner or out for lunch and you've ordered something, I will film just the food. I've done that with other friends before where I've just filmed what they've had. They've not been in the video or anything like that. So don't feel like, oh my God, they're going to film me and I'm going to be on YouTube.
However, if you do want to be filmed, that would be more than happy.
More than happy.
So Kelly has just uploaded our Day in London Part 1.
Part 1. This was before we got, because Samuel came the next day.
Yeah.
So Samuel was also, he came to London, but he was, so basically we stayed on the Strand. He stayed sort of near St. Paul's. So he came down and then he just met us in the morning.
Oh, Car, hello. We've got a new person here. How are you doing?
No, Car was the one from Forbidden Planet.
You were, sorry, and he just said, I saw your Forbidden Planet. Actually, he just said that. Sorry, Car, yeah, I do remember now because you were in the background, weren't you? I do remember.
I remember.
Yeah, you remember. But no, I remember you, funny enough, when you mentioned it, I replayed it and we saw you in the background.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Your cameo there in our video. How are you? Hope you're well.
Yeah,
hope all's good with you. Yes, you were saying, so yeah, for any of the guys that do want to meet up and do that, a collab, it doesn't have to be food, but we always like doing food because we like to eat lots of food.
We like to eat lots of food.
But yeah, we did some really good places actually with Samuel, didn't we?
Yeah, and we also, what was good was because sometimes if you don't live in London, it's nice to sort of go with people that can show you some slight different things. And they had a really nice Christmas market, which is the first time I've seen it in Leicester Square. Because normally you get a Christmas market on South Bank, and then sometimes it's not quite a Christmas market in Covent Garden. It's just your normal market, but they've just done it all Christmas decorations and stuff. So the only Christmas market normally will be in Hyde Park for Winter Wonderland and South Bank. Those are the only two really. So this was the first time that I'd actually seen one in Leicester Square.
Yeah, so you'll see that actually in the video. You'll see that. So it's actually, was it
Le Clique?
La Clique, that was it.
Yeah.
I was going to say Cirque du Soleil, but it was Le Clique.
No, yeah, but it looks like Cirque du Soleil.
It looks like it does. So it was Le Clique, and they've sponsored it. So they built it in Leicester Square, right in the centre there. And they've got all kinds of Christmas stores, as Kelly said. They've got a huge sweet station there from
King's.
That's it. King of Sweets. King of Sweets. They had that there as well. So you can help yourself still and pile up your thing in King of Sweets.
Yeah, all retro ones. So like like licorice with sherbet in them, and Dracula teeth, and all retro sweets.
All the classics.
Yeah.
So those of you that are interested, you can do that. Just to let you know, though, they are slight markup from their normal prices.
Elevated,
but that's the way it goes. That was there. And then we went to Chinatown, didn't we, for a little one?
Yeah, we did. We went to Chinatown and we another little find, and we found another little gem, little Chinese restaurant.
So we just happened to pass it, and then was it you that read it, got recommended?
Yeah, the Orient.
Yeah, that was it. Did you overhear that, or did you Google it?
No, I Googled it, and then I think Sam heard, or you heard in the queue, that somebody saying
Samuel heard it.
That this is one of the best restaurants around in Chinatown. It's just so you've got your main Chinatown, and it's just off Chinatown. So we're in the area, but just off Chinatown. And we went there, and the food was really delicious. For me, I absolutely loved it. I don't know about your dish. Did you enjoy your dish?
It was nice, actually. So I was obviously going for the vegetarian dishes, but pescatarian dishes.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. I did enjoy it, actually. So I would recommend going.
Because you had seafood, didn't you? Did you have seafood?
No, I did have vegetarian noodles, but I had the seafood soup. So I
Ah,
began with the seafood
I
soup.
thought to myself, I'm sure you had some type
Yeah,
of
I did
seafood.
have seafood as well, but very nice
Right,
too.
okay.
So that's a recommendation for me if you do
And
go
you
to
had
Japan.
vegetarian noodles.
Yeah, I had
Oh, did you have udon noodles?
I did indeed.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, I
that
see,
was
I
it.
see, I
You
see, I
see,
see.
with the vegetables. There is a place that we haven't done yet in Chinatown, which we keep meaning to do, but always walk past it and don't go to it. And that is dirty ice cream.
Oh
We keep meaning
yeah,
to go to it.
Mamasons. Yeah, they have the ube donuts with the ice cream in.
Hi, Sienna. How are
Hey,
you?
Sienna.
She says hello.
Oh, bless you. Hi. And yeah, so I definitely want to go to try those donuts because those donuts look
Oh,
amazing.
the other place we did discover. So this was Samuel's spot. I've got to really recommend it. And I've forgotten the name of it. Where I had the thing on the stick.
Oh, Bunsick.
Bunsick. Oh, that was amazing. Bunsick, it looks like corn dogs on a stick, but they were delicious. So the one I had was potato
And mozzarella.
and mozzarella. Oh my god! You bite into it. There's full of mozzarella in the middle, so this stretchy cheese. You will see that in part 2.
You
So I
will
don't want to
see it.
ruin it, but Bunsick and was really
Did you
good.
have it in part 2 or part 3? I can't remember. But part 2 actually might have been part 2. Because what happened was when we did our sweet treats round in London, I actually passed Bunsick and I've never heard of it, never seen it because by that point I hadn't spoken to Samuel before, or I had just started speaking to him, but not like we hadn't spoken about Bunsick. Anyway, I saw Bunsick on the way and there was a queue outside and I said to Mark, oh, maybe we should queue for this. But we were so tired and we didn't end up queuing. Anyway, as I started to get chatting to Samuel, he then said, "Oh, his favorite place is Bunsick," and I said to him that was the place I wanted to try, but we didn't go. So when Samuel was here, we actually then went and tried Bunsick.
So you had a few messages there. So Gloria says, "I love." Is it UBE?
Oh, ube,
Ube.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
ube.
yeah.
It's such a distinctive flavor. I can't even
Yeah,
pronounce it.
we've never had it before, so I
No.
really want to try it. They do the donuts with the ube ice cream in it, so I really want to try it.
Sienna said, "Are you feeling better, Kelly? Mum said you weren't feeling well."
What? When was that?
That could have been me actually, because I wasn't well a couple of weeks ago.
No, I
Oh, and Daniel
wasn't.
Hatton said, "Hi guys." Oh, hi Daniel. How are you?
Hi.
He said, "Happy birthday."
Thank you very much.
How are you, Daniel? You good? Yeah, hence the top there. I hope it's all well with you. Hope it's all well with you. Sienna said, "Happy birthday, Kelly. Happy birthday to Hip Hip Hooray."
Thank you.
Thank you, Sienna. Gloria said, "Oh, that's the Korean corn dogs. They call them hot dogs in Korean." Oh, really?
Yes.
Bunsick they call it here, and they were amazing.
Yeah.
So you just got it was like I don't know if it's the same where you have in Singapore, but it was almost like wrapped in tiny squares of potato.
It looked like chips, like square chips.
Yeah.
Stuck to like the cheese almost. But the thing was, I had the beef dog one, and I had the mozzarella one.
Yeah.
So I had 2 because I wanted to try them. Obviously Mark is a pescatarian, so he couldn't eat the meat. So I did it for you guys. I tried it so that I could let you guys know,
obviously.
how it is. But I've got to say, prefer the mozzarella and potato.
Oh, they
When
were
we go to
amazing.
London again, that is the one that I will go for.
Now, luckily, Kelly got stuffed, so she couldn't eat one. So I actually ended up eating 2 of those ones, and they are well worth it. So if you're there, I really recommend the potato one.
Potato and cheese.
Daniel said, "I'm good, thank you." Yeah, we're really well,
We
thank you, Dan. Yeah,
are.
we were just saying actually, we've just got back from Brighton, hence the reason why we didn't do our Friday live. So we're just doing a few, and we're just recounting our big, massive eat that we did in London, which we ate a lot of food. I've got to say. So we did a collab with Samuel, who
he's on Insta.
Yeah,
he's on Instagram. And he is also on TikTok, but he's not on YouTube.
But he's often in the chats actually. We haven't seen him for a while,
We
so I'm a
haven't
bit
seen him.
worried that we are.
No, I've spoken to him
Yeah.
on Insta,
Oh,
but just
okay.
not on the live, because he came across our channel because he was coming down to London, so he was Googling things to try or eat in London, and we came up with regards to donut time. So
Yeah.
we did a video on donut time. That's how he came across our channel. So yeah, but he's not really a YouTuber. He doesn't really watch a lot of YouTube, I don't think. I think he's more on Insta and TikTok.
So just saying, we like doing collabs. So if you guys are in London and want to do a little collab, we will more than happy to take you around to a guided tour of eating or anywhere you'd like to go.
Yeah, but you don't have to be in the videos if you don't want to be in the videos.
But Sammy was there chomping at.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. We went to a lot of places.
Oh
didn't
God,
we?
yeah. We'll go on to that in a second. But Sienna said, "Mark, did you say happy birthday to Kelly?" I did very many times. But also happy birthday again to her now.
Thank you.
And Daniel said, "Nice. Oh wow." So yeah, I really recommend Bunswick. If you are in London, it's Charing Cross Road.
Yeah, Charing Cross
Road. So yeah, I always lose my bearings in London.
Yeah,
but Charing Cross Road.
Charing Cross Road. There's a few. I mean, there's a few that I would recommend. I would recommend Milk Train, which is which is ice cream with candy floss around it.
So that's in Covent Garden.
That's just behind the Jubilee Market. So
they'll serve their ice cream. Sorry, I got to say that imagine a cup like this, but you'll have a massive amount of candy floss all the way around, and they drizzle it with all the different flavors. We didn't get to go there, unfortunately, but we did want to take Samuel.
They do cones there as well, so if you want cone, if you want it in a cup and all of that, then that is their trademark, is the candy floss.
Now the other place that we did go, which we really enjoyed, was she's going to kill me for the president, so I still say it properly, was Creme, or Creme as I like to call it. So Creme is they sell gigantic cookies, but they're really thick. So when you break them, get them while they're warm.
Yeah, they're better while they're warm.
So these are in Soho. They just bake them, and when they do, they all ooze out. They're really gooey. So it's called Creme. It's a French. Was it French? I think it is French cookie place. One we recommend.
The word creme is French.
So the one we would recommend is the white chocolate and miso. Now you wouldn't think miso goes with white chocolate, but it is absolutely delicious. Check out our video when it comes in, because we do show our creme cookies, don't we?
It's on our sweet treats if you can't wait. Yeah. So if you want to check it out, we actually do go there. And it's on our sweet treats video.
And funny enough, Gloria just said, did you guys do a video on that before? Yes, we did, Gloria.
We did.
That was the sweet treats one, so we have done it before. But we liked it so much we went again.
And where else did we go? Oh, we went to Maitre Choux.
Oh, Maitre Choux, which is the pastry shop. So we will video that one as well. I love your bow.
Oh, thank you. I like the little
That's Daniel, yeah.
Do you know what it was? When I went to Florida, it just so happens my birthday's on the same day as Mickey Mouse, and we were there for his 90th birthday.
We were.
So I thought, well, I have to get a birthday cupcake because that was the popular thing at the time. And what I like about the ears, because I've got quite a few ears, I'm about to order some more actually. They're limited edition, so once they're gone, they don't come back again. So now that I've got this, I'm not going to get it again. So I'm so happy. I mean, I love that the fact that there's a cupcake in the middle with a candle. I mean, that's perfect.
Actually, that as well. Like I said, I don't think you can get this one anymore.
No, you can't. You can't. No. It's gone.
Oh, now I'm going to change this. Talking of food, I'm going to change the subject slightly. Can you pass me that box, please?
Oh.
So we were going to
What do you mean, this box?
This box. So we were going to do this last week, but I didn't get around to doing it. So I wanted to show you guys something that we had bought. Now
I'm going to show you something else as well.
So this I actually bought off Amazon in the end, but we went into a sweet shop, and they only had 3 of the boxes here. So I've managed to order them online. We will do a video of a taste test on these. Now, as you know, Kelly is a huge fan of Friends, the TV series. So we spotted these. So they've actually done Friends cookies, but for each of the characters, they've actually got Daniel said, I wish I got it. Yeah, once you get them, you can, but you can find them on eBay.
Are you talking about my cupcake headband, or are you talking about the Friends biscuits?
Oh, I think it was your cupcake thing, but I'll go on to these. So that's Phoebe. So it's this one is with chocolate chips. So it's white chocolate chips. So regular cookies with white chocolate chips. Oh, Shahina's, hello. How are you?
Shahina's.
We've got Rachel's red velvet cookies.
That sounds amazing, red velvet.
That does.
Cookies.
So I'm looking on,
but the lemon one sounds amazing too.
This one is Monica's chocolate chip cookies.
I think is that chocolate orange. Or is that just chocolate?
I'll show you. Oh yeah, actually, let me show you on the back as well, so you can actually see the colours of them. There we go. So that's Phoebe's one. So you can see on Rachel's one, the red velvet cake. It actually they do look red. Yeah. This one is the chocolate chip cookie. So the Phoebe's one is lemon with white chocolate chip. And then you've got Ross's shortbread cookies, and there's Marcel on his head, which are just shortbread cookies there.
Mm-hmm.
2 more characters. There's Chandler's salted caramel cookies, which you've got there. And then last but not least, you've got Joey's orange cookies with chocolate chunks in them.
I find that strange that they've put Monica's in orange and hers is chocolate chip cookies, and then they've put Joey's in, and I think it should have been the reverse. So they should have put the chocolate chip ones in the blue box, and they should have put the chocolate orange cookies in the orange box.
So Daniel said, "Yeah, your cupcake thing, obviously." Oh my god! It says Gloria said, "Oh my god, I want Chandler's and Joey's." So we've got Chandler's is the salted caramel, and Joey's you've got there
chocolate orange,
which is the chocolate orange. So we will be trying these.
Yeah.
So these are, like I said, exclusive to friends. And we thought they only had the sweet shop we had only had, I forget which ones. We only had a couple of them. So we thought we've got to try them all as well. So we will be doing a friends review on the official. Well, I say it's the official. Is the official?
Yeah, it is official.
It's their official Warner Brothers cookies.
They're not Warner Brothers, but they
are.
Warner Brothers. Look at the bottom. Yeah, there's Warner Brothers.
It's Warner Brothers.
There is a sign. Yes, there is.
So it is Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
There we are. So we will be doing those. Keep an eye out for them.
Now, while we were on our trip in London, we actually went to we took Samuel to the he said he was a Harry Potter fan. So we went to the photographic exhibition. Now, there are photo opportunities at the photo.
Oh God, was this? Oh no!
The photographic exhibition, and I bought a photo, and I just want to know. Can you tell me who the character is? 1 second.
He's a bit old for the film.
And when it was all in front of green screen, and I just thought that was fantastic. So then that's what we did. And we took it.
Oh, King Europe, hello, how are you?
Hey, King Europe, how are you?
Oh, King Europe. So as you just joined, so these will be great. So if you've got a friend, get them on Amazon. Actually, can you put the link in? Is that possible?
Yeah, I can put a link in the description but they're on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah. So they are on Amazon. We got these on Amazon as well. We did go to a sweet shop, which was called, what was it? That was the one. Oh God, I forgot what it was called now. Is it Hardee's?
Something. It was a retro sweet shop.
Yeah, but they only had a few of them, and they were quite expensive because they were selling them individually. But I believe I paid, I forgot how much I paid now.
20
something pounds for them.
I think the shop was selling them for like either $5.99 or $6.99 per box.
I think they were selling $6.99 a box because they are. I think they are they imported? Oh no, they're not. But yeah, get them on Amazon. We'll send you the link.
Yeah, or just go on to Amazon.
Daniel said, "Cool, I definitely watched the video." Yeah, it was me. So we went, as Kelly said. So this is the photographic exhibition, the Harry Potter one in London.
Yeah,
just off Covent Garden, wasn't it?
Yeah, just off. It's in Covent Garden, but it's just behind the London Transport Museum.
Yeah, so well worth going there. All the pictures are actually based on the movies, on the films. But it's quite a nice little setup they had in there. So again, we will be putting that on our video for the London one as well. King said, "Great, I'll check out the Amazon." Is the best before date good enough and to leave for Christmas? Yes, it is. So the best before date here is the 28th of May, 2022. There we are.
Is that the date on all of them or just?
Let me just check. So they are 28th of May, 2022. So yeah, it will definitely last for Christmas. And I'm just going to check for you. Oh, that one's the 28th of April. For some reason, that was the best date. The rest are all... Oh, some of them are 28th of April, some of them are the 28th of May.
Yeah, but they're all 2022.
Yeah, they're all 2022. These will not last till April or May 2022. Yeah, they're all
2022.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all good dates on them. Daniel says, cool, we'll definitely watch the video, and says, who's Sam? Basically, we met up with Sam. Sam is on Instagram and TikTok. And he came across our video, our donut time video, because he was coming down to London, so he was googling what there was to do in London. And so we've been chatting for ages, And then finally we got a date together and we did a little collab. So he will be in part 2 of the video because we went to London first. So we went down on a Friday, and then we sort of did, so you'll see that in part 1 of the video, and then part 2 of the video will be the second day, and part 3 will be the third day. So it will be our London weekend series, and then I'll do something similar when we do the Brighton series. I'll do something similar to that.
Oh, so Gloria said, do you guys have Instagram too?
Yes.
We do, and we do have TikTok as well.
We have both Instagram and TikTok. I've got to admit though, with the TikTok it's a bit easier because I just do a live on the not a live on the TikTok. I just video what we do, and then it goes. Then I upload it to TikTok and Insta. I'm not like live on Insta. I suppose I'm more on TikTok because it's quite a bit easy.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're sitting there, right, and you're trying to video the film for YouTube, and then I have to get my phone out to do a quick thing of TikTok. By the time you eat your food, it's actually cold. Well, not all the time, but you know, by the time we do it, because we're trying to film, we want to give you good content. We want to give you our reviews and stuff like that. So sometimes, and people just watch us as well. Like if we're, especially when you're not used to vlogging or you're not used to seeing vloggers. So when we go and we start vlogging, people are watching us thinking, what are these two doing? Like, what, like,
so I'll have one camera doing thing, and Kelly will have her phone filming as well. So we're like doing this multiple film to try and get everything in on the both sets.
Yeah, and like our different points of view. So with this London one, there was so much footage, it would have been way more than half an hour. And I try to keep it to half an hour or less, because I don't want to bore you guys. So but so there was a lot of music because there was so much stuff to show you around London. So a lot of them are like music, just giving you little clips of things. And there was like so many Instagrammable sort of like places. Like we went to Floral Court, and they've lit it up. It's full of trees. It's really green. You wouldn't even know it was there unless someone showed you Floral Court. You wouldn't even know. And then there is another court that is, so basically when you go through Floral Court, just at the other end there is the it's all lit up. It's like a little tunnel sort of thing that you go through, an underpass, and it's all lit up in blue lights which changes to white or pink, and really pretty. And then once you go through there, you sort of then hit the other side of Covent Garden. So where, if you know London well, you'll know Pineapple, or if you watched the Pineapple series, which is a dance school, a very well-known dance school. I used to go there when I was really little, when I used to live in Battersea, and my mum would take me there when I was little, and I would do dance classes. I used to do disco dancing, and I loved that. And my mum used to do gym while I was doing a class, she would go and do the gym. And then we'd go and use the showers, and I'd be horrified at the sights in the showers going, oh my God.
So quite a few famous people have actually danced at Pineapple Dance Studios. So
yeah, because you had
Madonna. Madonna used to dance there.
Yeah.
So it's quite famous in London, Pineapple Dance Studios. I think Jennifer Lopez danced there, didn't she?
Oh, I
might be wrong, but
I'm not sure about Jennifer.
But there's quite a few famous people that have danced at Pineapple Studios.
And then you also have the other one, which I don't really know a lot about, but there is the Dance Works. Again, that's a well-known one, but it's not a well-known one for me because I don't know it that well. But yeah, Pineapple was my favorite because I went there as a child. And yeah, you can still do dance classes there and stuff like that. I don't actually know what they've got going on there anymore, because it's been many years since I've done anything like that, really. So yeah, I don't know what they would have going on there now, but they did a series how many years ago with Louis?
Quite a while. That's quite a while ago.
Would you say 10 years?
Yeah, at least
10 years, something like that.
Louis Spence, who's one of the dance teachers there. But there you go. So just to give you an idea, that was Floral Court. If you get a chance, do Google Floral Court. I was just thinking more of you, Gloria, because you may not get the chance to come over to London. It really is a nice little place to actually eat, and there's quite a few nice restaurants there. There's also an afternoon tea place there as well, I noticed, which we should try at some point, because it's very little pretty, very small little area, but very sort of pretty as well.
And there is a cake shop not too far from that called Arome, Samuel's favorite cake shop. He got up early one day
I
and just went
know.
and had cakes from there. And if you had let me know, I would have been like, right, I'm not even gonna have a shower. I'll come with you to run, then I'll come back and have a shower. But we're gonna go next time, I think,
Yes.
when we're in London, and then we'll just go. But Sam does recommend that you go there super early and you just queue. Because if you don't, all the good stuff goes. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yes. Do you know what we noticed on? Now, this is what we did notice. We've gone to several cake shops in London, uh, and we've gone, say, like not that late, but about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're selling out.
yeah.
What was that one place where it sold out practically?
Oh, that's Crackler. We
Yeah,
got there at
Crackle
4.
4 o'clock in the
So
afternoon.
so it's called Crackler, and they are open till 8 o'clock. We got there at 4 o'clock. They were sold
Yeah,
out.
completely sold out of all their cakes.
It,
Completely sold out.
it was, even to this day I can't stop talking about it. I'm like, what? 4 o'clock in London and you're sold out? You close at 8? And when she said, oh, we're sold out, and I said, what time are you open till? She said, oh, we might have to close early, but we normally open till 8. And I thought,
No cakes.
in the centre of Covent Garden,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're sold out. It's mad.
yeah. This is the thing. So we have been trying quite a few places, as you can tell. I'm just
Mm.
trying to think where else we went to as well. We did. Oh yeah, Crosstown Donuts as we normally do. So we did try and go there. They just finished their pumpkin spice. So remember, this is obviously seasonal, so it's the end of Halloween and autumn period. So they're now gearing up for their Christmas donuts.
We went to Minalima. Oh, it's upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, I'll grab it for you.
We went to Minalima, and we also went to like I said, the Harry Potter photograph exhibition. It's upstairs. Oh, okay. And we also went to where else did we go? Maitre Shoe. We went to the Orient. Before Samuel came down, so in the first video, which, as you know, I've already uploaded, we went to Buns and Buns, and in Buns and Buns they sell buns, bao buns, and I had 3 bao buns. Now the for what we had, because I only had 3 little bao buns, small fries. Well, they only did one size of fries, which is what is in the video, and a Fanta and Mark's Pizza. It came to over £50, so I didn't want to order any more bao buns. But the bao buns are very tiny and were quite expensive for what they were. But I really, really enjoyed them. My favorite being the belly pork bao buns. They were so good. Thoroughly recommend going to Buns and Buns if you are ever in London. It's right in the middle of the piazza in Covent Garden, just across from the Apple Market. Definitely, if you are into bao buns and things like that, definitely go there. Delicious, fluffy. Oh, it was incredible.
Really,
Anyway,
just before we go on to that though, Gloria said, "Oh, I love those pork buns."
oh, they were so good, so good. And yeah, I don't know what else to say because they're delicious.
Before we go on though, just quickly, so the other thing they had in Covent Garden was a snowstorm. So they've actually got oh, Gloria said, when we make it at home, I'm the happiest. You'll have to show us how you make those because Kelly would love to know how you make
Do you
those.
know what? When you make the bao buns, when you actually make the actual buns themselves, I don't know if I would have the patience to make them. So I think I would always buy them. But in the UK, it would be, in order to save time, if you were going to ever make something at home, you would go to your local shop and you would
Yeah.
buy them anyway. You'd go to your local Chinese shop or whatever. That we've got a couple. Drive it, you have to drive within driving distance. There's not any that you can just walk to. And yeah, you would buy the buns, but then you'd make the fillings or whatever yourself. So yeah, but I remember my mum's got a friend from the Philippines, and one day she offered to do spring rolls. I can't remember for what event, but we were doing something and we were making spring rolls. So my mum's friend came over. She lives in the UK. She doesn't live too far from my mum, and she was making these spring rolls. So I can't. They had already done the filling, already prepared it, and they had already done the sheets for the spring rolls. So it was just left for me to fill it and roll it. And she was teaching us how to roll it and things like that. Those spring rolls were amazing. They were so good, so good. And I really like it when you have somebody who is so if you like a dish, like if you like samosas or if you like, spring rolls or whatever, and you have somebody who knows how to make it traditionally or who is from the place that it originates from, it's so nice when someone makes it for you or helps you make it.
Gloria said we usually buy the buns frozen too, but do the meat
okay.
on our own. Okay,
Yeah.
you'll actually you basically make the meat part of it and then fill them in
all
the
the
buns.
fillings.
Right, that makes sense.
Because the ones that they had at Buns and Buns, they had a beef one, but the ones that I tried was the chicken one. I tried the prawn one, and I got the prawn one because I knew Mark could then try the prawn as well. And I got the chicken one and I got the pork belly, but pork belly is always my favorite. If there's ever pork belly on a menu, I will always go for that pork belly. Sometimes it can be disappointing because sometimes some places can overdo the pork, and I suppose there's a fine line between overdoing and making sure it's cooked all the way through. So sometimes that can be a little bit difficult, whereas with steak and lamb or beef and lamb, you can be you can leave it pink, but you can't do that with pork. So there's a fine line to reach so that the pork isn't chewy. And that was the pork there was only slightly overdone, just ever so slightly. But there was a place that I went. Oh yeah, when I went to Ivy Asia. So some of the pork was on point, and then some of them was overdone. But I think because they had it in different parts of the I'm assuming it's a grill that they had done it on. Some of them were overdone, which was a shame, and then other bits were cooked perfectly. So yeah, that was a bit of a hit and miss, but still, Ivy Asia, lovely place.
Neha, how are you?
Neha, how are you?
Okay.
So you're here just in time. So basically, we went to Minalima.
There's Minalima.
And Mark bought this for my birthday. So there you have it. And it's actually a pop-up book. So this is the first you're seeing it for the first time that I'm seeing it. I've not even opened this book yet. So
basically what they've done with the new Harry Potter ones is they've actually made them into pop-up type books.
Yeah.
So as a collector's items. Gloria said, "Oh, it's stunning."
Yeah. So I've not even seen it. I'm seeing it upside down. I'm just trying to get to a page. Right. Okay. So here we go. I don't know where that came from. Careful. So you have that bit there. I think it came out of that page, actually. Yeah.
Oh no, it was Kelly's birthday last week, but she and I wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to think, how does this bit work? Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay, so it opens up.
Let me open that for you.
There we go. And so you've got the...
So the actual dials move. Oh, wow, that's really good. Yeah, this is the first time we've actually seen it, actually.
Yeah, I've not seen it. So you're seeing it the first time that I'm seeing it?
Oh, Gloria said, thank you for sharing the first look with us.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm happy to share it with you guys. And so, like, you can see the print and everything. And when I was little, I always loved to read books with pictures in. And as I got older and realized that the books didn't have pictures in anymore, I was so disappointed. So disappointed. So it's nice to sort of go back to your childhood a little bit and actually have a book that is full of pictures. This one has got a bit of tissue paper to it. And this one is the careful, don't
Yeah, got it.
And that is the letter there, if you can see it.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming it opens up. Let me
Producing all your tissue bits.
I know.
Here we are. Yeah, so it does open up. There we are. Oh wow.
So you can see
you have to lift it up a bit. So the letter opens up and you've got the whole letter in there.
Yeah.
Right now, your thingy is falling apart now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just try and grab that little cardboard there.
Yeah, so Gloria said, I really love books that incorporate illustrations too, like the series Unfortunate Events.
Oh, you're talking about Lemony Snicket's, a series of unfortunate, the Baudelaire
Oh yeah, that they did leave it.
orphanage.
Yeah,
The Baudelaire orphanage, the Baudelaire orphans. Just trying to.
that's it.
I don't know how that folds. I
Yeah,
think
that's it.
that's
I'll
it.
put that on there.
Yeah, I think that actually that goes on top like that.
I thought we can sort this out
Yeah.
later. Tom, hello. How are you? Good. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Yourself? We watched your. Is it Cos he went to?
Yes.
Cos. We watched your videos on Cos. Very good. You look like you had a really good time.
Yeah, you look like you had an amazing time.
I was really jealous of your dad because your dad. I don't know why, but your dad seemed to pick all the best dishes. That was, I was really jealous of the stuff he was picking. There we are.
Yeah.
There's that one.
That one.
I think that's
And that's something like that.
Right, you're going to lose your other bits there.
There we go. So it's just showing the Harry Potter book, just so the first few, so you could actually see.
Hello
what it
again,
looks
Daniel.
like.
Yeah, so Kelly's just showing the Harry Potter book. So that's from
Yeah.
Lima. So these are brand new.
Well, this one's been out for a little while. Book 2 is brand new.
Oh, Nihal said, Kelly and Mark, you're nearly at 500 subs. We're getting there.
We're getting there. We are getting there. I'm hoping we get to 1,000 at some point. And then, yeah.
But yeah,
and
thank you so much, guys, for all your continued support.
Yes.
We really, really, really do appreciate it.
We do.
And like I said, we wouldn't have got there without you. So
Yeah,
thank you
exactly.
So much.
Thank you. Thank you for subscribing and being interested in the stuff that we do, really.
Oh, so Tom said, yeah, thank you. There's one more to come. I filmed a lot. Oh, good. We'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
And he said, are you telling stories? Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. So we did we've done a few staycations now. We didn't do much when we were in Bath because we were with your parents. So we didn't film too much with that one. But out of all the stays that we did, Bath was the most expensive.
I couldn't believe it. It was really, really expensive.
We've done 3 staycations so far, and it would have paid for basically half of our trip to go to. It would have paid for one. It would have paid for one person, for the flight, the transportation, the hotel, breakfast, and our park tickets.
Yeah.
It would have paid for one of it would so basically it would have paid for with just the 3 staycations. And I worked out it was 7 nights we've spent in total. And that would have paid for half of our trip to Florida. It's crazy money staycations.
Oh, Daniel said we're nearly at 1,000. Not quite.
No.
But we're getting closer to 500. But thank you.
Yeah.
And Tom said, well, don't forget to 500. So they said the only way is up from there.
Yeah, I hope so.
We hope
I hope so.
But like I said, we're really grateful to all you guys. We wouldn't have done it without you and your viewing support. So we thank you so much. That we are very, very grateful for all of your support.
I'm glad you like our content, because you're never really sure. Like we do travel reviews and we do food. So and whenever you're traveling, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have food, right? And we love food. We love food.
Hopefully, Daniel, we will be there at 1,000 soon.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed on that as well. So Tom, have you got any more? I really did enjoy actually the bits I was really enjoying. Obviously walking around Cos as well, but I really did enjoy your eatings out. I thought it was really, really good. And
I'm loving your editing these days because I think that's getting on point as well. I really like I've really got to learn how to do it where you do the animation for the subscribe and the hit the bell.
Oh yeah, the bell. We like that. That was really good,
I've seen it on quite a few videos and I think I must learn how to do that. But I'm learning editing as I'm going along, so I'm learning to change speeds and things like that.
Oh, that's interesting. So Daniel said if you get to 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can go live on TikTok. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but on TikTok we've only got 22 subscribers, so I do upload regularly, but it's mainly food. So I suppose I don't film us or us talking really. No. So I mainly just do sort of like our food ones, or if we're going about and I feel this might be interesting for the channel, So we do I do that one. But yeah, we are on Insta and we are on TikTok, but I mainly do for YouTube. But yeah, if you sometimes I'll do things on TikTok before I put them on YouTube because it's very quick to be able to video something and then add music to it.
Oh, Nihal, that's interesting. Did you know you can make the bell subscribe animation on PowerPoint? No, I'll give that a go, actually. I'm quite good on PowerPoint. So I will give that a go.
Ah,
Thank you, Nihal. That's
yeah.
really useful. I'm sure somebody somewhere has actually shown how to do it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure they have.
So
Yeah.
I will give that a go. Thank you so much. Tom said, "Yeah, I do that as I hate being annoyed asking people to subscribe."
Yeah.
Yeah, because we always just do it verbally. We just say, "Oh, please, can you
Yeah,
subscribe?"
consider subscribing.
But I think we will do that, like you say, just get the little notification bell. So thank you guys. We will give that a go. I'm going to have a look at that actually on PowerPoint. Or
Yeah.
funny enough, all the thumbnails that we do for the films, I do them on PowerPoint.
Yeah, Mark's the PowerPoint person. I'm not really good on the whole PowerPoint stuff, but I'm all right with the editing and sort of like doing the music. And now I know how to slow a clip down. I know how to speed a clip up now and things like that. So now I don't have to wait for my, oh yeah, you need to put a bit of music to this, or oh no, you need to. So now I can get on with the videos. The only thing is now is the PowerPoint stuff. I'm still not really but I'll learn as I go along.
Well,
But
when
I'm just not.
I was gonna say when I first started using music on the videos, it was just I just used the same song for everything, you know. So you see all the videos go. So we've now learned to use it a lot more. What do you use to edit? Asked Nehar.
Oh, I use it's a Microsoft package one. Um I don't know what it's called, but it's on my I'll let you know. I will comment on one of your videos or I'll comment somewhere and I'll let you know which one or I'll get it for next time. But it is one of the Microsoft videos. I don't know if it's up here. It's because it's the one with the star on, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forget what it was called now. We'll link it in actually, so you can know which one we
Yeah.
use. It's about £80 a year, is it to use? I forget.
No, it's £80 one off.
Oh, well, £80 one off.
Yeah. So basically you pay for it, it's £80 now. You get everything, but when you want to contact customer service, that is a nightmare. Unless you are a premium customer. If you're a premium customer, then you can get hold of customer service very easily. But what happened was I had a bit of problems where they had updated. So basically, they'd done an update, and I had to update the software, and it reverted back to the because they do a free one and it reverted back to the free one. But with the free one, there's certain things you can't do. So it made it really difficult for me to do anything. So then, so I think for about 4 or 5 days, I couldn't upload anything because I couldn't get it working to the paid subscription that we'd done. Uh, and but it got sorted out in the end after a lot of, this, that, and the other, going back and forth, chatting to the people online. And I always think that when you do an online chat, it's very difficult to then put your point across of what it is you're actually trying to say. And I get and sometimes, like, just like in texting or if you're messaging someone, people can read something the wrong way or read it in or interpret it in a different way than what you're trying to say. And I'm like, no, 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 it's not this, it's actually this, but I've tried this and I've tried that. And he's going, oh yeah, but why don't you try this, this, and this? No, I've just told you I've tried this and that and blah blah blah. So it just got a bit difficult when it'd just be easier to pick up the phone. And I think a lot of people now do not want to use the phone. They all want you to do this online or do that online. And I'm quite happy to do certain things online. But when there's an actual problem, I want to be able to speak to someone and say, actually, is this problem or is that problem?
So Daniel's asked, please tell us our routine. So do you mean in general or just do you mean for YouTube? So for YouTube, it really depends actually on the day. We do most of our filming at the weekends because I'm not working then. So I've got a lot more time to do in general.
Okay, Daniel. Daniel, is this Sienna? This is Sienna, our routine. Sienna or Chloe. We don't have a real routine. Monday, yeah, you do Monday to Friday. Mark has a routine and he'll get up, get ready, and you'll start work pretty
Yeah,
much.
so I mean, mine's pretty regimented. So I get up. Depends if I'm working from home at 7. If I'm working in the office at 6, and then if I'm working at home, I'll start work at about 8. If I'm working in the office, it'll still be about 8. I'll work then till about 6, and then head on home. So that's pretty much boring, I'm afraid. It was nothing more exciting than that. However, for the weekends, that's when we do our filming.
Yeah.
So Kelly and I tend to discuss what we're going to do for filming for the weekend midweek.
Oh, so it is you, Daniel. Well, thank you for joining us. Because normally, Chloe or Sienna's on your phone. And yeah, we don't have a route. Well, you have, like you just said, your routine. I don't have a routine per se, other than Mark bringing me a cup of tea every morning,
Yeah,
and I get to drink some of that tea. And yeah, that's pretty much. And then I edit videos or plan stuff for us. That's normally what I'll do. I'll plan stuff for us to do for the weekend.
Yeah.
Or I'll scout out places. Or if a viewer says, "Oh, can you try this?" then that's what we'll do. We'll endeavor to do. So like a viewer the other day, I think her name was Ivy. She had seen our Toby Carvery video, and then she wanted us to try Harvester. Now,
oh yeah,
not really a Harvester type person. Thank you. I'm glad you like watching us.
Yeah, thank you.
So
I do data analytics, nothing exciting.
And I used to be a receptionist, and hope to go back to doing something soon. But we, yeah, so we are, so we went to the Harvester. I'm not a Harvester used to be really, really good back in the day when Harvester
This is
first
a long
opened. Yeah,
time ago.
long time ago. And they used to do that video. Get ready, do tonight. And when it was doing those videos, it was really good. Those adverts. That's when Harvester was good. Then they changed over hands, and all they did was like a plantation platter, which was just full of chicken. That was it. There's no other bit. And then they changed over hands again, and I believe they've changed over hands again. They've closed a lot of their branches down. And yeah, now we went, and it was just,
it's okay. Do you know what? It's one of those things. If you're old enough and you come from the UK and you've been to a Harvester, you'll remember how it used to be. It used to be a lot more range, a lot more stuff. They've cut a lot of stuff down now.
Yeah.
I get the impression it's the one place you can go. They're normally in pubs, I've noticed as well. So it's for somebody that really wants to have like pints of beer with their food.
I think they were always in pubs, weren't they?
Yeah,
Harvester were always in pubs, but I think it's like the old Beefeater or the old what was it, Little Chef? Little Chef is the one that you used to go to.
Yeah, Little Chef, that was a while ago. That now we're really showing our age.
Yeah.
Little Chef closed down years and years
Closed down years ago. But it reminds me of a bygone time.
Yeah.
Really. And yeah, it would be nice if they did a lot of family stuff again, but I don't think you get a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say for me, so I was going to say Harvester just really resembles that thing of having quantity over quality. So I'm not saying it's really poor quality. It was okay, but it was interesting. It was interesting for me because I've not been to a Harvester for years, and I'm talking at least 10 years.
And you used to love Harvester.
I used to go to Harvester all the time. I used to.
Oh no, we went it's less than 10 years you've been. It probably was about, because in the beginning when we were dating, you used to love Harvester. We went to a Harvester.
Oh yeah, but that was 10 years ago.
No, it was about 7.
All right,
7. I reckon about 7.
So
yeah,
it was a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And you used to love it. You used to love that it was unlimited salad bar.
The salad bar was so much better. It was. I don't know if my taste buds have changed or it's the fact, but from what I remember, it used to be a lot better. So sorry, Harvester. I've got to say, it was better. But I've got to say they do have some new things on the menu. We will show that on a video if you guys are interested as well. So that will be coming up for our Brighton stay, our little thing on Harvester. We've got to do an outro for it. I just
we haven't done an outro. But if you want value for money, Harvester's definitely a place to go. I wouldn't place it above Toby. I think Toby is better than Harvester. But that's just my personal opinion. And I think, again, value for money, Toby beats Harvester.
I agree, and I've got to say as well, if you do go to a Toby carvery as well, you do get your value for money.
Yeah,
It is a lot. I'm going to say healthier, but I'm not sure healthier. But
it's not healthier, but
it's more plentiful, so you do get obviously that unlimited food. You can go and try as much as you like.
yeah, they
With-
don't. Sorry,
No,
don't.
go on.
They don't have unlimited salad bar.
No.
But I suppose that's the difference, because you can go up for unlimited veg in Toby Carvery.
Yeah.
But in Harvester you can have unlimited salad and bread.
Now, what's interesting actually, and we noticed that, so years gone by, you just go up and help yourself, but they don't do that anymore. So you have to find your waiter or waitress and then ask them to take you up to the salad bar, and they will serve you. But it's a bit weird because you're there sitting there going, "Oh, can I have some of that? Can I have a bit more?" Because you say, I want a bit more of that, but I don't like to ask. Can I have a bit? They will do it, but you want to keep saying a bit more. Can I have a bit more? Can I have a bit more? Can I have
Can
a
you
bit
just
more?
fill the bowl, please?
Yeah, just fill it.
Just fill the bowl.
Of course, they give you such tiny bowls, so it's filled in about 4 or 5 scoops.
Yeah, but you would go up
many
countless times, wouldn't you? And I think that's what the problem is that your server is dealing with several tables.
Yeah.
And so they can't give you all the attention that, as if you were the one that was going up and getting your own salads as many times as you wanted to get your salads. So you have to bear in mind that, and I prefer it that way, because I prefer just so basically it's only one person that is touching all the utensils, rather than 100 people throughout the day touching everything. So from that point of view, it's very, very good. You go up, you're not breathing all over everything. You've got your mask on, he's got his mask on, her mask on, and they are ladling or doing things for you, and then you come back to your table. So that sort of thing I agree with, and I like, and all of that type of stuff. However, for the amount of times that you would like to go up, it doesn't suit that. So yeah, so if you're one of these people that wants to go up like 6-7 times, it's difficult to ask your server to go up 6 or 7 times to go and refill your bowl, and the bowls are tiny.
Yeah, so I have shame. So I after about 2 or 3 times, I thought I can't ask anymore, because what are they going to think if I could? Oh, you're going up for the 9th time. Oh, can you take me to the salad bar, please? Can you fill it up for me, please?
Yeah, and I think they tend to look at you in a certain way, don't they? So like, while it is unlimited, I think really from their point of view, unlimited might be 3 or 4 times, but unlimited to you may not be 3 or 4 times.
No, I would say, to be fair to them, I think if I went up there 10 times, they would take me up 10
they
times.
would. But what I'm saying is the looks that they would give you.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the whole thing. It's not the looks of scorn. It's more of a look of, you coming up again?
I don't know, because we went to a place that did afternoon tea.
Oh, well, that's slightly different.
And the sandwiches, and yeah, but you weren't going overboard. So we went to, they did a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory afternoon tea, and it was at the Aldwych, so number 1 Aldwych.
I wasn't going to name it, but there you are, you just did.
I'll name it, that's fine. And it was so we went to the Aldwych, and we asked to replenish the sandwiches. For me, 2 rounds is okay for me of sandwiches and treats, but Mark at that point as well had a much larger appetite. Now, if we went,
I wanted 4.
Yeah. So if we went to somewhere like, I don't know, the Chesterfield, let's say, they will replenish and not bat an eyelid. And even in the Ritz or the Savoy, again, you can ask for as much as you want. They're not going to bat an eyelid. But number 1, the Aldwych, was like,
I know.
I just thought the cheek of it. And I think they might have been one of the more expensive ones.
Well, they were. I was going to say, actually, so I thought, well, they're going to have no problem here because it's unlimited, but I asked for 1 refill, which I'm entitled to, but yeah, they didn't take kindly to it at all. And it does say, we did check, can we have sandwiches? Yes. So they did go off and get them as well, but other places will say, no, sorry, it's just 1 round. But yeah, this was unlimited, but yeah, they didn't That's the word. I just said.
They replenished it. They did replenish it once, which was, but
Mm,
they didn't mind. But when you wanted it, when you wanted a third or fourth, that became a problem.
yeah, that was true. Yeah, they were
That became a problem.
looking
But
at me like this.
yeah, they were like, and tutting and things like that. And I just think that's very unprofessional.
Well, like I said, so with, as Kelly says, with a lot of these afternoon tea places, they will either do one or the other. They will either do unlimited or they will just do the one round. That is it. So it's one in between.
Yeah. And I think we tend to go to the ones that replenish because, you
Yeah.
know, like when you go to the Savoy or when you go to the Ritz, you can actually choose the sandwiches that
Yeah.
you want them to replenish. So if you want them to replenish like just the salmon sandwiches, they'll replenish just the salmon. If you want them to redo all, they'll redo all. We also went to the one we went to an Alice in Wonderland. I always say Alison, it's Alice in Wonderland, or Alice in Wonderland afternoon tea, which was at Sanderson's, just off of sort of Oxford Street. Yeah, just off of Oxford Street. And that's a really nice afternoon tea. And they do like they routinely change their sandwiches. So when I went one time, so I've been twice with a friend of mine, and each I went once with you, twice with a friend, and then went back with you. So I've been twice with you and twice. So I've been 4 times.
Okay.
And the first time that you and I went, it was okay. And then I went another time with my friend, and it was good. And then I went another time with my friend, and they did these like, now I don't know if it was chives or coriander scones, but they were savory scones, and they were delicious. These savory scones that they did were so good. And then when I went with you, they had changed it to toasted sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
you
that was
had,
right. Yes,
yeah, you had
yes.
toasted cheese, and I had toasted ham and
Yeah,
cheese
yeah.
sandwiches. And I thought that was quite a nice spin on the sandwiches.
Very nice as well. Actual fact, they were very small, petite ones, but they were so good. The
Yeah,
cheese is really soft in the middle. Was delicious. I really recommend having that.
yeah. I don't know if they still do it because they might have switched it up
Yeah,
again.
true.
Because routinely, that's the only place that I've been to, and they routinely change their sandwiches. They
Okay.
routinely change their Alice in Wonderland menu. But with the other places, like I've been to Savoy a couple of times, I've been to Ritz a couple of times, we've been to the other one countless amount of times, the one off Berkeley Square, Chesterfield. And then we've been to Fortnum's a few
Yeah.
times.
So as you can see, we do like our afternoon tea.
Yeah, we do like. I like that you just like a lot of people go, oh, well, but it's just sandwiches, isn't it? But it's not just sandwiches. It's the ambience, it's the atmosphere,
Yeah.
it's the theatricality of it all, and it's the different teas you get to try, and it's such a British nice thing to do. So if you are looking for something that bit different, uh, I thoroughly recommend afternoon tea or high tea in Fortnum's. They do high tea and afternoon tea. So if you're going as a couple or two people, one of you can have the high tea and the other one can have the afternoon tea, and then you can interchange and chop and change because it's all replenishable. It is expensive. It works out to roughly about £50 per person, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on where you go. But I think that at least once you should do an afternoon tea, and I don't mean an afternoon tea in your local tea shop or wherever. There's nothing wrong with the one in your local tea
Hmm.
shop, but what I'm saying is for the theatricality and the ambiance and the um yeah, just doing a proper traditional afternoon tea, I would suggest going to one of the hotels. Now, the we've been to Savoy, we've been to Aldwych, we've been to Ritz. I was about to call Ritzy. We've been to the Ritz, we've been to Savoy, Fortnum's, we've been to Chesterfield. Now, if you want value for money and you still want the ambiance and theatricality and all of that, I would suggest the Chesterfield. It's just off of Berkeley Square. It's a really lovely hotel. It's out of the way. They've got a beautiful atrium there,
Mm.
and they routinely change the cakes. They don't really change the sandwiches, but they routinely change their cakes. And sometimes it goes with the season. So sometimes they'll do a Willy Wonka afternoon tea, which is beautiful. And then they also have bees on the roof, or they used to have bees on the
Yeah,
roof.
they used to. That's right.
And
Which made the honey.
Which made the honey. So then they would do a seasonal tea around the honeybees that they keep on the roof and stuff like that. So they do change. So if you are looking for you want to try that afternoon tea, but you don't know where to go, I thoroughly recommend that one. It's the cheapest, I think, of all of them. When we used to go, it used to be about £40, I think. 30,
Yeah, it's
39.
a long time ago.
Yeah, because we've not been for a few years because of the pandemic and stuff like that. But when we were going, it used to be £39, almost £40. And you could go there, and they actually have a sweet trolley as well. So you can help yourself to the sweets as much as you want.
So
to the
candies,
sweets.
basically.
Yeah, so candy sweets. And when they bring your sandwiches and stuff, anything that you don't finish, they will happily box up for you. You can bring home. And they don't turn their nose, because like some places no, we don't box those up. We don't.
Yeah, that's true. We have had that. So Peter Kelly asked at one establishment, I won't say where, can we take these home? And they said, oh, it's not possible, madam. In other words, I mean, it is possible. You just put them in a box.
Yeah.
But no, they won't have it.
Bring some foil.
Yeah.
I'll wrap it up myself. But that's just the thing in me, the commonness in me. Just bring some foil, I'll wrap it up. Yeah, a lot of there will be some places where they do allow you to box it up and bring it home, and yeah, I thoroughly recommend. If I'm talking about my favorite one, I'd say Fortnum's.
Yeah, I was going to say Fortnum's.
Probably is my favorite.
We will have to go back to Fortnum's, and we also want to film the ice cream parlor in Fortnum's as well.
Yeah, what we'll have to do an afternoon tea series. And we should go then to the different afternoon teas.
That's going to cost some, but yes,
of course. No different to us going to restaurants.
True.
And do a series of which are the best afternoon teas and value for money.
Good idea. The commonness in me.
Yeah.
Glorious laughter.
But it's true, because sometimes you just think to yourself, so no, madam, I'm sorry, it's not possible. And I'm just saying, bring the foil, wrap it up, let me just take it, and I'll be on my way.
So Gloria, do they do afternoon tea in Singapore? I'd imagine you probably do, but is it something that's done? Is it popular? Have you done it yourself?
I reckon there probably is a specific place you might go to, like that might do. I wouldn't have thought it was popular over there, but I reckon there'd probably be a specific place maybe that you would go to and you'd think, oh, do you know what? I'm going to try that afternoon tea.
Because I was actually surprised when we went to the States how popular it is in America. How many places actually did afternoon tea?
Yeah, but I don't know, because we've not had afternoon tea in Florida, or Vegas.
No.
I don't know if they replenish.
Yeah, but I suppose it depends where you go.
Yeah. I think
it really does depend on where you go, because like I said, this replenishing thing is only done at certain places. If you go for a cheaper one, you will just get the one round. That's it. So what's in front of you? Marks and Spencer's do one for about, I think it's £40 for two. So it's really reasonable. But like I said, you only get the one. Oh yes, of course, very popular. Oh yeah, of course, the British, the British connection, of course, yeah.
Oh, I see. Because we go to. Yeah, because you can get ones that are like £20, but they're not replenishable. You have your one round of sandwiches and your cakes, and that's it. And even then, it's not going to be like your tiny. It's not going to be as nice as some of the places that we've been to that do the really tiny, lovely little cakes. And when they do the Willy Wonka one at the Chesterfield, they do a homemade chocolate Willy Wonka bar, and they actually put the wrapping around it.
Yeah,
the traditional
to make it look like Willy Wonka chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, the Great British Bake Off final is today.
Do you want to show them the biscuits that we're going to have during?
I'll let you do that.
Okay, so basically we've got some biscuits. Hey, there's only one and I ordered 2.
That clearly is mine. Unless it's in the other one.
Unless it's in the other one. So basically, that's the jam one that Mark wanted to try from Starbucks.
So this is actually, talking of seasonal variations, this is Starbucks' new seasonal treat. So this is their jam cookie. So I'm in the shape of a Christmas tree. So I'm really looking forward to trying that.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if they've put 2 in. Look, that says 5 of 6 and 6 of 6, but they've only put 1 in there. Oh, no, there is 2.
Oh, there is 2 in there. Oh, Gloria said many good hotels do afternoon tea, but I have my favourites. Oh, I was going to say.
Do they do so can you replenish the sandwiches and the cakes?
I think on average they're about £40. That's really good, actually. They're in London, they're a lot more expensive.
Yeah. So I'll just show you that there are 2.
There we are.
In there. And that's what we're going to enjoy when we watch the Great British Bake Off. But yeah, the one I would be happy if it was £40 here. But
that'd be amazing.
Sometimes it's 60, 65
each
each per person. So yeah, it can get expensive. And I think a lot of people think, oh yeah, it's just sandwiches. It's just sandwiches and tea. How many sandwiches can you eat? But it's not just about the sandwiches. Like any restaurant that you go to, you want to enjoy the ambience. Like what you call it, Ivy Asia. The Ivy Asia was expensive, but just to go there for the ambience, the decor was amazing.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, the food was amazing as well, but expensive for what you have and the portion sizes. But again, I thoroughly recommend at least going there once. You know.
Yes, you can get as much food as you want. There you go.
Wow,
that's amazing for that price.
Singapore sounding good every day. Gloria.
We'll have to come down there, Gloria, and do a video with you.
Can you imagine? We come over and then we do like a collab on a video. That'd be amazing.
We'd love to do that. Actually,
that'd be so good.
Anyway, guys, we are going to leave it there. So we're going to get ready for the bake-off. Thank you so much. And Gloria, thank you so much for coming again. Lovely to see you. I know it's really late for you there, so we do appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
And everybody else who joined today, thank you so much. We always love to talk to you and chat to you. This Friday, we probably won't do a live, actually, because we're both out.
Yes, we are.
So, but we'll be back, our usual 6 o'clock on Tuesday.
See, now that Fridays are coming back into play, Fridays get a little bit more difficult to do a live because now everybody wants to do something on a Friday, and I'm like, oh no.
But we will carry on the Fridays from next week onwards.
Yeah, we will carry on our Friday. We haven't totally given up, but sometimes if somebody wants to do something on a Friday, we'll go, oh, okay, I'll do something. I won't be filming anything for the Friday, unfortunately, but I will try and upload something. I will try my best to, so at least you're not without, you know, something to, in the interim.
Gloria said there's usually a lot of food, even more than finger food. It's definitely experience.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
So yeah, lovely to see you guys. Do take care, look after yourselves, and remember, you're never too old to have fun. Until the next live on Tuesday, 6 o'clock UK time, take care, and we will see you in the next live.
Bye for now.